You guys remember the Amanda Todd story? Not the Amanda Bynes story, not the Hollywood actress, but the Amanda Todd story about 10 odd years ago, 10, 12, 13 years ago. I remember it like it was just yesterday. Like GTA 5 just came out. I was probably playing either Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, quite frankly, and then I heard this story of this girl called Amanda Todd killing herself because of online harassment. I've also heard other stories like she was drinking bleach, she self-harmed and all that sort of thing. Anyway, I remember distinctly a video being released on YouTube, and it was like a black and white type thing, and it was like this girl that was with like flashcards, like large flashcards, just pieces of paper, just telling her story, like flipping them. Nowadays everyone's made a meme of it nowadays, like that's like not a meme, but the OG video was probably Amanda Todd. I was about to say Amanda Bynes. Amanda Todd giving her story through these flashcards and then been ending the video. But fuck me, that was a long time ago. That was like 15 years ago now. I literally feel old. I'm only 22, bruv, but that felt like yesterday. I can't believe how time flies by real quick when you're having fun, quote unquote fun. There has been updates, and I can't believe I missed this. I would imagine like it would be blowing up everywhere. Everyone that I used to know 10, 15 years ago messaging me on my old Facebook account saying, look, they caught him. And I'm like, they caught who? They caught who? The Amanda Bynes killer, the Amanda Todd killer. And I'm like, yeah, I can't believe he got swept under the rug, but we got an article here. Dutch court sentences man convicted in Amanda Todd case to 6 years. 6 years! Dutchman who was convicted in British Columbia of charges including extortion and harassment relating to a Canadian teenager who took her own life after he blackmailed her online, had his sentence cut Thursday by an Amsterdam court from 13 years to 6. Aydin Coban, Kurt Cobain. Aydin Coban wasn't present in the Amsterdam District Court for a brief hearing to announce the sentence. His lawyer Robert Malkowitz said he would appeal the decision to the Dutch Supreme Court. Coban was extradited from the Netherlands to Canada in 2020 to stand trial on charges linked to Amanda Todd, who took her own life in 2012 at the age of 15 after posting a video that described being tormented by an online harasser. Coban was born in 1978 according to court documents, making him 44, 45. What a weirdo, bro. Telling me this guy was like, what, 30 years old, and he's just telling like 14-year-old, 15-year-old kids. Was this guy Leafy? Leafy's probably equivalent to this man, spiritually, personality wise. He was sent to Canada on condition that the sentence would be served in a Dutch prison. That also meant that prison time imposed by the British Columbia Supreme Court last year had to be converted into a sentence in the Netherlands. In July, Dutch prosecutors said the Canadian sentence should be cut for 4.5 years, in line with the sentencing guidelines in the Netherlands and the time he had spent in tough conditions in Canadian jail. The court ruling did not take into account his time behind bars in Canada and sentenced him to the maximum possible 6 years. Ban is serving an 11-year sentence in the Netherlands after being convicted on similar charges involving the online extortion of 33 young girls and gay men. The sentence imposed Thursday will be served after he completes his current prison time next year. Damn, so he was harassing everyone. It wasn't Amanda Todd. Amanda Todd is the one that, like, I don't know how many other victims have also self-harmed because of this, but, like, because of this Amanda Todd situation, he was, like, the needle that shined the brightest in the haystack of, like, online harassers and stuff. Malkowitz had called the Canadian sentence exorbitantly high, even by Canadian standards, and said Cobain shouldn't get any extra prison time. But if the court decided to give him prison time, it should be no more than 1 year and 6 months suspended. Okay, so I get it. Like, he didn't actually like kill the person. He didn't like, but I would imagine the types of shit that he was saying. Like, he was probably a troll. Let's be fair. Like, this guy probably hates his life. He hates his life more now because he did this sort of thing. But like back in the day, I would imagine in the mind of a troll, mind of a Twitter user who's trying to piss off people on Twitter or X or Tumblr users, that would say like the most absolutely horrendous shit to get under people's skin. And sometimes people can't take that sort of thing. If their day has just been fucking absolutely ruined, if their month's been absolutely ruined, and someone like this comes along and said, your arms are too fat, then unfortunately you might end up taking your own life. I mean, like that, I'm not trying to like, it's a bad example, I'm not trying to take the piss in it, but like usually if you have like a bad day at work and then your dog decides to shit on the carpet, then unfortunately everything's going out the window, if you get what I'm trying to say, if you get my gist. We'll go to the Supreme Court, he told reporters after Thursday brief hearing. Todd's suicide brought a problem of cyberbullying to mainstream attention in Canada after the Port Coquitlam, that's like some fucking town name, teen posted a video on YouTube in which she used the handwritten signs to describe how she was lured by a stranger to expose her breasts on webcam. Oh shit, it was her. Oh, I thought it was someone else. Well, I did think it was her, but I was thinking in the back of my mind it was probably not her. Like, people just kind of like mix stories together, the gossip, online gossip. But no, that's actually her. God damn. My memory serves me well. My memory does serve me well. I sound like a fucking retard right now, the way I speak because of my Asperger's, but my brain worky goody. The picture ended up on Facebook page, which her friends were added. She was repeatedly bullied despite changing schools before finally taking her own life weeks after posting the video. Last year, a jury in the British Columbia convicted Coban of all charges he faced, including communication with the young person to commit a sexual offense and possession and distribution of CP. Sentencing Coban last year, Canadian Justice Martha Devlin said that the serious impact of the offences on Amanda was obvious to Mr. Coban and would have been obvious to anyone at that time. She added, ruining Amanda's life was Mr. Coban's expressively stated goal, sadly one that he achieved. Okay, so he's not just a troll in it, he was looking for other lucrative things as well, but yeah, this guy's like a sociopath, sadist, like psychopath. I thought he was just a troll, but no, he wanted other things from this 14, 15-year-old girl. Rest in peace, Amanda Todd, man. I mean, like, fuck. Young girl, you know. What goes on in the mind of a young girl? Like, after saying all that shit, what goes on into the mind of a young girl after being relentlessly bullied, blackmailed, tortured mentally, physically torturing yourself? I heard there was bleach involved. Like, I don't know. It goes to show, innit? Like, people, like, I don't want to mention Kim Kardashian, all that sort of thing, but like, she, like, you know, did that sort of thing. I get it, she wasn't a child, but like, this girl obviously wasn't a sociopath in it, and like, just want to be left alone. But there are people out there that are sociopaths who like to like feed off of like innocent energy, like vampires and stuff. And unfortunately, you know, stuff like that, it kills them. It literally kills them. Hope this guy rots in jail. And no, that's pretty much it. I mean, like, I'm not trying to become like a news commentary channel. It's like, I literally just saw this and just loaded up Audacity because I don't know, like, that name Amanda Todd just like sparked a fuse in my brain, like going back 10 years, like going through a time portal, and it was like, that's her, that is her, we need to talk about this. I thought someone else was like probably convicted back in the day, like it wasn't like this guy, but you know, someone actually got caught like probably 7-8 years ago. But it turns out now, after a decade, almost a decade and a half, this was 2012, so this is like 12, almost 13 years ago now. Like, you know, now this guy getting like, you know, 6 years, or possibly, like, because it's European courts and he will probably only have to spend like 6 months, but you know what I mean. Alright, thank you so much for your time. Please subscribe. If you like this sort of content, please do tell me so I can make more. And thank you. Goodbye.